The pillars of FIREPIT Inner Resilience Compass. It's great to be catching up with you today. I'm going to take you through the pillars of FIREPIT. So let's get started. F is for fortitude and represents mental and emotional strength, courage and resilience in the face of difficulties, suffering and challenges, to stand your ground with calm, courage and conviction. It's your ability to keep going, to endure discomfort and pain in the face of adversity, and the strength to face the hard stuff with courage and grace and not selling yourself out. It builds your capacity to hold space for yourself and others, to stay calm under pressure and face discomfort with clarity. It builds your grit, courage, and core strength when things get tough, and your mental and emotional backbone that keeps you standing and staying true to yourself, your values, your principles, your mission, even when it's uncomfortable, risky, or painful. This is what true leadership under pressure looks like: the ability to stay calm, focused, and aligned with your values when everything around you demands compromise. I is for identity. This represents leading from who you choose to be, what's meaningful to you, and not who the world tells you to be. It clarifies your personal values, principles, what's truly meaningful to you, and what fuels and what drains you. It also represents the ability to create a new identity when you've lost who you are, after catastrophic or near catastrophic events have turned your life upside down. So you're leveraging and building upon your natural strengths, your gut instinct and intuition, and developing strengths in areas that you know are required as you move forward. It's about building internal confidence, faith, and self-trust versus outsourcing it to others, and loyalty and integrity by aligning decisions and resolving issues in congruence with your FIREPIT Inner Resilience Compass. Leading from your FIREPIT Inner Resilience Compass helps transform the exhausting performance spiral and empowers grounded, confident leadership. When leaders cultivate a resilient mindset, they move from reacting to redefining who they are under pressure. The hallmark of every strong executive is who learns how to stay calm in those moments when you're being challenged. R is for resilience and anti-fragility and utilizing the strengths of both. It represents you thriving, growing, and improving when under pressure or exposed to volatility. To grow stronger, transform, evolve, to leverage the storm and use it as fuel, and the ability to recover from stress, hardship, or disruption, accepting that there's no turning back and that change and growth are what move you forward, versus wishing things could be the same as they were before. It represents moving through setbacks with more clarity and reinforcing and building upon your resourcefulness, to take personal responsibility without shame and create change without the worry of burnout. So you can build momentum when others are stuck, frozen, or overwhelmed. It offers the strength, wisdom, and innovation that come out the other side of chaos. The truth about resilience versus anti-fragility is that people often mistake resilience as meaning you only bounce back, and they get stuck in bouncing back to who they were. FIREPIT Inner Resilience Compass is built to leverage the strengths of resilience and anti-fragility, turning vulnerability into leadership strength and adversity into fuel for growth. E is for energy. This represents how you protect what fuels you, focusing on boundaries and taking responsibility for where your energy goes. Feeling the internal freedom of saying no, supporting sustainable leadership without burnout, and letting go of people pleasing and the pressure to live up to the perception of others. It represents you managing stress and your ability to charge and recharge your internal power system, your brain, and your nervous system. You get to know what drains you and what drives you physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. It helps you support and strengthen your own boundaries so you operate from them daily. It helps you reset your internal compass from reactive to proactive, so you develop new skills and build upon your ability to be creative, intuitive, and free thinking. This is where leaders under pressure learn how to stay calm and protect their energy, not by withdrawing, but by mastering their internal charge so they can lead powerfully without it allowing them to burn out. P is for purpose and represents why you choose to keep showing up, and what connects you to what's meaningful to you, especially when it's being questioned. It represents what drives you when no one's watching, what values you refuse to trade for approval or applause, what legacy you're quietly building through every tough conversation, brave decision, and imperfect action, and what keeps you steady when things feel uncertain. And it helps you keep the fire stoked to make strategic decisions clearer and more aligned. It helps you lead with clarity and allows you to be okay when your purpose changes, because as you grow and experience life, it changes too. You need to be willing to see that for what it is. In leadership, pressure exposes purpose. The most resilient executives aren't the loudest. They're not the ones shouting in meetings. They show up grounded, ready to lead with conviction, honor, purpose, and clarity for resolving issues efficiently. I is for integrity and represents self-accountability, self-respect, inner sense of self. It represents moral compass without judgment and transparency. It encourages radical self-honesty and aligned action and builds internal rapport and consistency. It builds safety, trust, and cohesion in life and business within yourself and those around you. It shifts you from fear-based decisions to powerful decision-making, guided by your FIREPIT Inner Resilience Compass. It's when your actions reflect your values, you operate from congruence to your FIREPIT Inner Resilience Compass. It replaces second guessing with grounded, convicted ability to resolve problems more efficiently and make choices that move you forward. Integrity becomes your anchor as a leader under pressure. It's what steadies decision making and keeps your reputation, relationships, and self-trust intact. T is for trust and represents the foundation of bold moves, brave decisions, courageous conversations, and real leadership. Self-trust being congruent with your own word to yourself and to others. It's self-integrity and consistency. It reduces anxiety and uncertainty around relationships. It restores your ability to trust yourself and others even after you've been hurt or betrayed. Operating from your FIREPIT Inner Resilience Compass, being intentional with that, brings more trust, presence, and peace into how you communicate, how you resolve issues, and how you overcome challenges in your relationships, business, and community. So you're convicted, transparent, congruent, and sincere in your principles and reinforcing authentic leadership and decision-making. It builds confidence in your ability to follow through and fosters emotional security and deeper connection with yourself and others, and allows vulnerability and empathy without drama or judgment. When you know how to stay calm under pressure, trust naturally deepens because people feel your consistency even when situations are uncertain. That's the magnetic quality of resilient leadership. Ready to build your own FIREPIT Inner Resilience Compass? If you're watching or listening to this and you know it's time to stop playing catch up in your leadership, to stop spinning in the same cycles of stress and lead more from clarity and conviction, strengthening your resilience and anti-fragility, then here's what's next. If you're leading a team and you can feel the pressure starting to show in ways that aren't being talked about, I've got you. I've put together a quick leadership resilience and anti-fragility check-in. Just answer a few straight up questions about your team. And I'll personally record you a short audio back. No fluff, just practical insight on how to keep your people steady, resilient, and thriving, even when the fire hits. And if you're carrying the weight of leadership yourself, I created the FIREPIT Resilience and Anti-Fragility check-in for you. It's a short set of questions, and once you've filled it out, I'll send you a personalized audio map. It's honest, direct, and focused on showing you what's happening beneath the surface and what it will take to shift into steadier ground with conviction, resilience, and joy. The link's in the description below. It's on me, my gift to you, and it'll give you instant clarity. The next step, click the links in the description below. Choose your path and let's make sure you're resilient, that you're anti-fragile, unshakable, and leading on your terms. You've got this.